designed to do this stuff. You're not putting a permanent twist in it. You're not hurting it at all. Locks all 4 cylinders on this bridge. So this becomes one structure. So it doesn't tilt this way like it does now. When it's unlocked, they move individually. Puts a little flex in it. Okay, now I'm going to screw it up. I'm going to take away the electricity. By taking away the electricity, a couple things you're going to notice. These are going to go away. This is going to go away. All these lights here are going to go away. That tells you right away that you blew a fuse for the aerial master. You have no more aerial master on your truck. Then we have to know how to put it away. I'm going to do that right now. What it does is it releases that front brake. You heard that come off. The other thing you're going to hear is hissing under here. What it's doing is it's lowering the body of this truck onto these stabilizers. Because you can set it up for a funeral and not come back for 3 days. So it wants to ensure that it's got all its weight on those stabilizers and not on the driving frame of the truck. Because you might not have went high enough with the truck. And then every time that big flag blows up there, you'll block like this. This way, it dumps the air in the airbags so it knows it's on there. Now, if I went to go put the truck away, this would not be up here like this. It would be about this far from the tire. And let that alarm you. Once you turn your air master off, it'll pump that back up. Okay. Alright, so now I have no power. This is useless to me. I can't do anything with it. I can't even hold the emergency one and run it. Because it runs through the wiring of the truck before it gets to the battery. If I go here, I have rear hydraulics. Now remember, my drive shaft's still turning because that aerial PTO is always turning when the truck's running. So I could take this. It's a nice little college tool that somebody made so they could keep their job. Okay? So we got here. And I grab this and I put it under the function that I want to do. Okay? Which up would be better than out and in. Because it will drag it across the ground. So I push in on that. But in order to make it work, I have to be the electricity. So I have to send the fluid to that bank of valves. Okay? Now it'll work. See? I can put it away. Everything to put it away is on the bottom. Everything to set it up will be on top, but you're not going to set the truck up like this because you don't know what else is going to go wrong with it. Okay? Now that's cumbersome and kind of shitty at night when it's cold out. You don't want to deal with it. Okay? Or if you lose this thing, it's really hard because that's 3,000 pounds of pressure with your finger you're trying to overcome. I myself personally don't care what's wrong with the truck. I just want to get it out of it. So I go to this little button right here. I hold it down, and now I can run this back up. What that does is it goes directly to the battery of the truck and it gives me the power to run it again. And if I hold it up, it goes to the aerial side. Because my foot in that little box isn't going to do anything anymore because I lost electricity up there. When I put my foot in that box, all that does is pulls out this valve right here. Sends the fluid to the top of the truck. Okay? So you have the normal way. You have your hydraulics. You can go back to this as long as you got a light. That's that 30-minute run motor with a 30-minute cool down time through the wiring of the truck, where you still have your safeties as long as these are lit up. Or you can go battery direct. Battery direct is the fastest. Okay? So that's your 4 ways of running it. Now, once a week with your battery switch on, touch this button like that. Make it spin. You just have to touch it. The reason you got to touch it is because the old trucks that had primer motors that were electric, if you never used them, 6 months from now, that primer motor is not going to turn. The reason it doesn't turn is moisture gets in there, the brushes corrode to the shaft of the motor, and then you can hold the switch all day, it doesn't do anything. You got to go in there and hammer, bang on it, rub it, loose again, now it'll spin. If you spin this once a week, when you do need it, it will spin because brushes never had a chance to corrode to the motor. Okay? Just got to touch it. You don't have to be any special, something like that. Just on it. Okay? It is the same motor, just two different ways of running. It's 30 minutes run time, 30 minutes cool down. It takes 9 minutes to pack this whole car. It's not a big deal. Right? You clear on that stuff? Or if you guys want to do this, go right ahead. So the same thing that holds your ladder in the air holds these stabilizers up. NFPA said that you're no longer required to have pins. There's two holding cartridges in here. One to make it go up, one to make it go down. Okay? It takes 1,500 pounds of pressure to lift this truck up in the air and your ladder. It takes 2,800 pounds to make it come back down. You have to overcome the pressure of the cartridges. So if I have no pressure, the cartridge isn't going to open. So if I'm not applying positive pressure to these things and I cut both lines, guess what? They're shot. They're not going to move. So they're always locked until you apply a positive pressure to the cartridges. Okay? You have cartridges on your extension cylinders, you have cartridges on your lift cylinders, and you have cartridges on your stabilizers. You got one more cartridge that holds it in the cradle as you go down the road. Okay? And that's all cartridges now on, they deem that's safe, because you don't dog your ladder out anymore. You haven't dogged the ladder in years, right? Since Johnny Cage was doing it. Okay, so you don't need to dog ladders anymore. Okay. Although some of the old LTI are questionable whether you should dog them or not. Alright. I'm going to run this back down. I'm going to turn the power on. We'll go to the top of the truck. We'll talk about those controls. Then we'll go to the end. We'll talk about the tip. Bear with me just a little longer. We'll be good. The area controls will not work if you don't have your foot in the box, or if the stabilizer is down, or if I didn't throw that lever. Would you please throw that lever for me? I sure will. Because I forgot that the first time I was up here today. You'll forget it too, and then you'll be cussing and swearing at the Pierce guys because you forgot where it was. True story. When you put your foot in the box, now I have a bias pressure. I have a circulating pressure. So when I pull this, I don't have to wait for it to build up the pressure. It's already there. So you're not going to get a snap up like you do on your other truck. Okay, it's got live pressure. And I'm going to lift you up a little bit, so hang on. I'm just going to go for a little ride. Okay, it's there. All right. And it appears to be slow. I did tell somebody how to adjust the speeds. You guys can vote on it. I'm not telling the mechanics how to adjust your speeds because I don't want them telling you how fast you can go. You're the people that work the fire. You should determine how fast you need to go. So, that's something you'll do on your own. Okay? When you're up in the air, that's the only time that nozzle gets power to run. When it's out of the cradle. When it's in the cradle, it does not have power. This light indicates that the monitor is in its stowed position. Do not trust that. These monitors, these Acron, tend to reprogram themselves. So the light being on doesn't necessarily mean it's in its stowed position. Always have somebody look and make sure that it's in its stowed position, off to the side and about level. Okay? If I want to use it, I have to hold it for about 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The light will go away. Now it's moving to its deployment position. It's swinging it over and putting it right about there. So if you start flowing water, I'll put it up, left will be left, right will be right, down will be down. Okay? That's the way that works. Now if I want to put it away, I hold the stove position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it should start playing the stove position. And when it's supposedly stowed, the light will come back on. When it's on. One thing you do not want to do is be flowing water on the building and play with that stove button. Because it will come off the building and it'll start doing this. Okay? And you'll probably dig a 4.5 foot trench across the ground, and it'll turn, go to the bay window of the house, and it'll turn, go to the Jeep's window. If that happens to you, hit something else. It'll stop right where it's at. Got a new command. Okay? Happened to a kid. So, you're telling me. Wasn't me. Alright? High idle switch here. It's the same as the high idle switch down there. If I turn it on here, I can turn it off there. Sign in the cab, I have no control over it. Okay? Tracking lights are these white lights at the rear of your ladder. See them? If you would put your hand in front of that one right there behind you, See? Light. Let there be light. That's what that is. Indicator test switch tells me if my bulbs are good. That's all it does. Okay? This is my emergency hydraulics, provided I have power up here. It's the same as holding the one on the panel down there and running that small motor. There's 2,500 pounds of pressure right there. Okay? Now I can do everything, and it recognizes short jack. So if I am short jacked over there, it still will not let me go there. But if I have no power here and somebody's giving it to me from down there, I can go that way. Okay? Because it don't care. You're telling it what to do. Actually, two people are telling it what to do. So you get to fire two instead of one. Yes. Yes, sir. So that you can do multiple functions. You can rotate and extend or go up and extend. Because if you didn't, it would drag on the system so much that you couldn't get two functions out of it. It's not enough to, the pump cannot deliver enough at its normal idle for more function. It does sound impressive too.
So it doesn't necessarily speed it up, but it prevents you from slowing down.
It thinks you're going faster, and you will see a moderate increase, but it's not earth-shattering. If you want to speed it up, that's different, and we can make it do that, but that's something that later on. Good. We've got your rung alignment light that tells you your rungs are aligned for climbing. So right now they're not aligned, so you're going to have a hard time climbing this ladder because you don't get your maximum area for your boot to go in. They're staggered, right? But when they are aligned, you get the full opening so that your boots are easier to climb in. You have a stabilizer not fully extended light, which means that you're not going to get 360 degrees of rotation out of it. Because one of them is short jacked or both. If both are short jacked, you get 1 degree that way, 1 degree that way. You can still go up and out, but you cannot rotate your ladder. Okay? So you have to be out one side anyway. You'll get 180 degrees, that's it. Then you have this ladder tip floodlight. That's the one you want to make sure is off so that guy don't get blinded. You got a call to go on? Then you've got ladder illumination. This is your fancy disco lights right there. That's what makes it so all the freaks in town come over and say, can I ride?
Dodger blue, baby. Dodger blue.
It's going to look like a carnival. They're going to come around and say, ooh, that's pretty. Good thing they weren't multiple colored because you can get everybody. Alright? That does distinguish your ladder from somebody else's ladder. So if you're on a big fire, you need to know who you are. There you go. This is the waterway flow meter. It tells you in gallons per minute how much water is going through this pipe. You remember 1,000 gallons a minute, you can do whatever you want with it. If I hold this red button here, that tells me how much water went through the pipe in thousands of gallons. So if I was throwing 1,000 gallons a minute on that flat roof over there, and I was doing it for 15 minutes, this gauge would say 15. That's 15,000 gallons. I might want to know that at 8.33 pounds per gallon. That's a lot of weight up on that roof. So they might ask you, what's the total amount of water you put on that building? And if you've been doing it for an hour, that's a lot of water. Okay? So that's what that'll do. It will reset itself every time you release the brake or turn off the aerial master. Okay? Don't play with the blue button. The blue button recalibrates it. So don't ever push the blue button. Just the red one. The blue button is there so I can come out here and recalibrate it if I have to without bringing a computer. When I go to put this thing away, I ask, is my monitor in its full position? And right now you'll say yeah. Okay. When I bring it down, always watching the tip, not the arrows that are on the deck, because I was probably hungover when I put them on here. Probably a Wednesday, or a Monday, or a Tuesday.
Any day ending in one.
Pretty much. Yeah, them arrows are there, depending on how you're standing, they look a little kitty off. So I put it, I can feather it. I put it down, but then I want to hold it until I hear this hissing. This hissing is 2,200 pounds of pressure. I know that's 2,200 pounds because I just made that battery yesterday. That's what holds it in the cradle when you go down the street. That's that cartridge I was telling you about that holds it there. Otherwise you would get like that or that. That will throw this all over the place because you're putting about a 17,000 pound wiggle in the back end of this truck. And it will throw you everywhere. You'll feel like